Haverthwaite Station, within the boundaries of the Lake District National Park, is the base for the Lakeside and Haverthwaite Railway. The engine shed is where they keep and maintain their collection of locomotives, as well as other historic vehicles. The railway operates a regular service to Lakeside at the southern tip of Windermere, and at Haverthwaite Station travellers can enjoy a good selection of meals or snacks whilst waiting for the train to arrive. It enters the station with the locomotive travelling in reverse. The loco then backs off into a tunnel where it switches to the other track to pass the train and reconnect at the other end. Today's train is being hauled by Victor, a saddle tank engine built in 1951 for the Steel Company of Wales. She later worked for British Leyland and Longbridge. After service on the West Somerset Railway, the Strathspey Railway and the Great Central in Nottingham, she came to Haverthwaite in 2009. She's topped up with coal and water, and after building up a good head of steam, the driver is given the signal that the line is clear. A whistle from the guard tells the driver it's time to go. In a flurry of noise and steam, the train pulls out of the station to head to Lakeside. The rear carriage has panoramic windows, so photographers can get a good view of the track and the scenery alongside the railway. "12 minutes after leaving Haverthwaite, the train makes a brief stop at Newby Bridge Halt.
Rough again.
It then runs alongside the River Leven to arrive at Lakeside 6 minutes later. Here it connects with the Windermere Lake Cruises steamer service to Bowness and Ambleside. Combined train and steamer tickets are available, but customers with LA or CA postcodes can get discounted tickets, which have to be bought separately. A short walk under the canopy leads to the steamer, in this case the Teal. Directly across the lake is Felfoot Park, owned by the National Trust. As the Teal pulls away, there are views of the terminal and the Lakeside Hotel. At 10.5 miles long, 1 mile wide and 220 feet deep, Windermere is the largest natural lake in England. The eastern shore is largely wooded, with just occasional houses along the bank. By contrast, the western shore is much more built up, with private houses, upmarket hotels, marinas and boatyards. There are a total of 16 lakes in the English Lake District, but only Haverthwaite is officially called a lake. All the rest are either meres, or waters. About halfway up, a ferry takes people, vehicles, horses and cycles between Bowness and Far Sorry. As the steamer approaches Bowness on Windermere, there are increasing number of boats and paddleboarders. Near the jetty are tiny islets where cormorants like to sit. The steamer comes to the end of the jetty and ropes are thrown ashore to moor it to the bollards. Once passengers are disembarked and new ones boarded, Teal, built in Barrow in 1936, continues north towards Ambleside. Tern, the oldest steamer in the fleet, was built in 1891 in Essex as a steam yacht, was converted to diesel power in 1956. The newest member of the fleet, Swift, was built in 2020 and assembled at Lakeside. The area around the pier is always full of birds such as swans, ducks, Canada geese and even seagulls. These probably congregate here because tourists feed them. Smaller launches, like Miss Cumbria 2, which was built in Holland, take people on shorter trips around the lake. A short walk along the promenade passes the boat hire office before climbing the hill to St Martin's Church. Above this is the bustling town centre with lots of outdoor shops. Passengers returning to Lakeside queue along the promenade. Swan, the fourth steamer in the fleet, was built in Barrow in 1938. Once she'd moored, the queue was allowed onto the pier, and as soon as disembarking passengers had left, the southbound passengers boarded. During the 40-minute return trip, Swan passes other smaller boats and the National Trust-owned Claith viewing station, built in the 1790s for early tourists to take in views of the lake.
The vessel you're travelling on today is the motor vessel Swan, built in 1938 by Vickers Armstrong of Barrow in Furness for the London Midland Scottish Railway.
People come to the Lake District from all over the world, and a cruise like this gives the opportunity to talk to them, find out more about them, and maybe exchange photos. By sitting on the other side of the boat, one can see things one missed on the way up. Occasionally the steamers pick up hitchhikers. Back at Lakeside, the train is waiting for the steamer so it can return passengers to Haverthwaite. Once they leave the train, it's back to the car at the end of a jolly good day out.